All right, Marcus Mack, here we have it. Bracket A. The final match of Bracket A. Dylan Drake taking on Mr. Wrestling 4. Both men tied at 25 points apiece.
Both of them tied at 25 points apiece. The winner of this match will go on to face the boss, Derek Sanders, in the finals of the Super Summer Series. The winner of that match, Saturday, July 10th, Santa Rosa, California, Veterans Memorial Auditorium, Jekyll's the Jester. APW Universal Heavyweight Championship on the line in the main event. Jekyll's 6'4", 240 pounds. He's a bad man. He beat Malachi. He's got my respect. These three men have my respect. I just can't wait to see who's going to beat.
Of course, this matchup has the 10-minute time limit. If it goes to that time limit, there will be a 20-minute overtime period. And if there's no winner at that point in time, they're going to waive the time limit until there is a winner. Because there has to be a winner in Bracket A.
So basically what it comes down to, what you're telling me is that there has to be a winner. Are we going to stay with this one as long as it goes, Johnny, or is it we're going to have to capture a winner? Let's just get into this. Dylan Drake taking on Mr. Wrestling number 4. I can't, man. Is this the first time they've ever met?
No, this is the second time. We'll get to that right now, but let me tell you, we have word from KFTY TV 50, KAZV 14, that if this match goes over the 10-minute time limit into that overtime or past that, we're going to stay on the air, folks, and we're going to bring you the end of the Super Summer Series Bracket A.
That's what I'm talking about. KAZV 14, KFTY channel 5199 Comcast. I love you guys. And for all of you on YouTube, you have nothing to worry about. This is the Super Summer Series. This is what all pro wrestling is all about.
Both of these men have met before in the ring back when Dylan Drake was the APW Universal Heavyweight Champion. It was back in July 18th. 2009 is a hot summer night. Both men competed for that championship. Both men went all out. Dylan Drake had that match, won with the sharpshooter, the beta breaker, but the time ran out. What a matchup that was! Great, one of the best matches of 2009 from what I remember. A year full of great matches. Dylan going to have the power advantage, obviously, in this matchup. Much bigger man. Mr. Wrestling 4, probably the best when it comes to scientific wrestling. He's known to take advantage of holds and wiggle his way, I should say, into gaining
Weasel. I think Weasel fits him a little bit better. I think you said it best right there, Johnny.
I meant that in a positive way. Of course, you want to spin it in a negative way, Mr. Marcus Mack. Of course, I know you're still beaming for your...
Look at that. He just stomped Dylan Drake on the foot.
Legal maneuver. The flat of the foot is a legal kick.
One thing, Johnny, you do have to take into account here is that Dylan Drake doesn't have to worry about any travel time. Dylan Drake, a San Francisco resident. Whereas Mr. Wrestling number 4, this guy, he comes in all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. He's got to be facing the jet lag, even if it is just a few hours. He's not waking up at home and driving over here and not being on a regular schedule of training the way Dylan Drake can prepare for this match. He has to worry about that 4-hour flight from Atlanta to SFO.
Well, there's some merit to that point, but you got to understand, Mr. Wrestling 4, he comes in early, though, Marcus Mack. He comes in a few days early, stays at the Ramada. He gets his favorite room there. He always people love him over there. He has his own personal gym there. Mr. Wrestling number 4, one of the best in all pro wrestling today. A lot of people are surprised he hasn't won a championship yet in APW, but many predict and sometime in this future that he's going to probably hold some gold. And he wants to hold the APW Universal Heavyweight Championship. Of course, to do that, he has to go through Dylan Drake and then the boss, Derek Sanders, next week, and he hopes to be in that spot on July 10th in Santa Rosa against Jekyll's the Jester.
Well, we just saw Mr. Wrestling number 4 come off the ropes with a Fez press, and he landed a whole lot of right hands upside the head of Dylan Drake. Earlier in the hour, Dave Dutra kicked him in the back of the head. That Insiguri, we mentioned it earlier, you know, I don't know if that could have taken something away. I know that Dylan's ribs were also banged up during this match, because when I went to the back to check on Rick Luxury earlier and to put our game plan together, I saw him being looked at by medical attention. He had an ice pack on the ribs. I can confirm that with my eyes.
Well, we saw, in this matchup, Dylan holding those ribs, but Mr. Wrestling 4 not taking advantage of those yet. He did a little earlier, took a shot, but with those floating ribs, of course, those are still susceptible easily to get access to get injured there. So I'm sure Mr. Wrestling 4 will use that to his advantage. Right now, he's using strategy, going to work on the ankle of Dylan Drake there. Not
just the ankle he's pulling on, he's also stepping on the other one. That can't be good for either ankle here, Johnny.
Well, he is isolating that one leg there. Now he sits down with it. Of course, this was some earlier tactics by Dylan Drake towards Dave Dutra in his injured knee. Mr. Wrestling 4 using that game plan to his advantage.
He should be counting. There you go.
Dylan in tremendous pain. Not only his injured ribs, but obviously suffered an injury to his ankle or his knee there. Mr. Wrestling 4 taking advantage there. Look at him. He's just cranking on that leg there. Dylan trying to fire some back. That was, and that one caught flush right to the side of the head of Mr. Wrestling 4, and Mr. Wrestling 4 just cranks on that knee. 4 setting up big headbutt right to that knee. Another one, and a third one. 5 minutes already down this matchup. Like we said, there is a 20-minute overtime period, and if they exceed that 20 minutes, the time limit will be waived. We will have a winner here. Of course, we're going to stay on the air right here on KFTY TV 50 in Santa Rosa, and also KAZV 14 in the Central Valley.
Mr. 4 has him up, and he just hit him with a beautiful forearm.
4 trying to whip him off, but Dylan with that power is able to reverse that. Dylan tries to run in, but doesn't have that much momentum with that injured knee. Right into the ribs by Mr. Wrestling 4. Dylan picks him up, powers him up. I don't know if his knee can hold out. Big press slam by Dylan Drake.
I am impressed with the strength of Dylan Drake. He just pressed Mr. Wrestling number 4 over his head and threw him down the hard way. Center stage right here in the APW garage.
Dylan goes to the cover. But only a 1 count. Mr. Wrestling 4, a true veteran, knows the exact ring positioning, grabs a rope, gets out of that pin. 4 trying to.
Is he going for the? Are we going to see what it is? Is he going for the mask, Johnny?
No. He was trying. 4 was trying to roll out and get a breather, but Dylan caught him. Now trying to bring him into the ring. Goes to work on his leg. Goes to lock on the beta breaker. 4 fighting his way out of it. 4 going for the ropes, and he gets raked by Tom Castor there, referee. Dylan holding his ribs.
Look at him. He's scouting him, and he just planted him with a hard right hand. Look at him shake it off. You know that hurt.
Dylan setting up for a suplex here. Has him up. Dylan, the pain of his ribs. He's holding up, though, for the suplex.
He's had him up there for a long time.
Wrestling 4 trying to wiggle his way out of that, but Dylan dropped him down. Dylan taking a long time to go for the cover here. He needs to get that cover now. 4 trying to roll to his stomach. Goes with 1, 2.
He had him up there for a long time. He allowed the blood to flow to the head of Mr. Wrestling number 4. Dylan Drake is one of the greatest wrestlers here in All Pro Wrestling, former Universal Heavyweight Champion. He knows what he's doing. He may not be as experienced as Mr. Wrestling number 4, but Dylan Drake, he's showing me pure dedication.
Number 4 take a tumble out of the ring off of those wooden steps here at the APW garage. Those are heavy, thick pieces of wood there. That couldn't feel good on the back there. Referee Tom Castor, of course, a count out here, double count out here will do no man good. We'll probably still have to go to the overtime. But Dylan rolling him in because Dylan wants that shot at the APW Universal Heavyweight Championship. He wants to go to the finals of the Super Summer Series to face the boss, Derek Sanders. Dylan rolling him over, goes for the cover. Kick out. Kick out by Mr. Wrestling number 4.
What Dylan should have done is he should have put in a few extra shots. He should have applied maybe an elbow drop or a knee drop. There, see, too little, too late. If he would have done that right before that, Johnny, and then gone for the cover, he may have had him.
You're right. And then look at 4 trying to go for a cradle here. 1, 2. I thought he was going to go some kind of abdominal stretch type of move to work on those ribs. Dylan, low kick there, right in the solar plexus. Whips Mr. Wrestling 4 into the corner. Goes for that splash. Again, misses and goes crashing once again right into those ribs.
That splash came all the way out of the 415, but unfortunately, sorry operator, there was nobody home.
Number 4, headbutt. And setting up again for right in those ribs. Mr. Wrestling 4 drives that forehead right into the ribs and right into the head. Both men pulling out all the stops here in the last match of Bracket A of the Super Summer Series. Number 4 heading up to the second rope here. Probably going for a headbutt. Right there on the shoulder. If he properly paced, would put that in the ribs area. Maybe he would have done a little more damage, but still effective move.
And God.
Number 4, here he goes for the $1 million knee lift. But Dylan versus locks it in. He's trying to go for the beta breaker.
He's got him.
He has to put that
He's
leg
got him,
over.
Johnny. If he rolls him over, that's it. That's it. We've got Mr. 4 great at holding it back, but no.
Locks it on.
Oh, he's got
Dylan Drake has it locked on right in the center of the ring. Number 4. Oh, look how deep he's sitting down with that beta breaker. Dylan Drake sees victory in his hands right now, but number 4 is fighting his way up. Number 4 is fighting his way up. Can he get to the ropes, Marcus? Can he get to the ropes?
He's not going to make it, Johnny. He's not going to make it. No, I told you.
Number 4 submits.
Here is your winner in 9 minutes and 43 seconds. And advancing to the finals of the Super Summer Series with 45 points, Dylan Drake.
And there we have it, folks. Dylan Drake wins Bracket A, and next week he will go against the boss, Derek Sanders, for the finals of the Super Summer Series. And then the winner of that matchup goes on July 10th, Santa Rosa Veterans Memorial, for a shot at the APW
That's all good, but
Universal
you know,
Heavyweight Championship.
That's all good and great, but do you realize, Johnny, what just happened? Dylan Drake will meet the boss, Derek Sanders. These two men do not like each other one bit. What do you think? Pretty Willie is going to be down there. My man Will Rude with the boss, Derek Sanders, at ringside next week. This is going to be a confrontation to end them all. If you're not here, you're nowhere. You better be here next week and tune in to All Pro Wrestling Super Summer Series.
You're right, Marcus Mack. There's a lot more on the line going in this matchup instead of just the finals. There's deep hatred between that man right there, the boss, Derek Sanders, and that man there, Dylan Drake. Well, Dylan Drake's been looking to get his hands on the boss, Derek Sanders, and next week he will get that in the finals of the Super Summer Series next week.
And Rick Luxury, he's the #1 contender for the internet title.